the new 2023 Range Rover Sport. This thing, it's pretty special. For today's video, special thanks goes to our good friends at Bud's JLR for allowing us to shoot this beauty over here indoors. Yes, they have an indoor showroom that we're going to use today to show you everything you need to know about the new Range Rover Sport. You're probably wondering, wait a minute, the thumbnail was a different color. Yes, that's true. The reason is because this is fully loaded. It's a nicer trim. Therefore, they gave us this. So the driving part is going to be with the different color, but it's the same engine, same specs in terms of the suspension. So let's start first with the exterior. And the first thing that I mentioned in the intro is, of course, the frame for the license plate. In comparison to the outgoing model, this has the license plate at the bottom. The previous generation had it at the top. Tail lights, different LED, of course, tail lights, much thinner, but yet muscular. Love that. Blacked out Sport, so you know it's a Range Rover Sport. We have the letters across at the back that people in the back can read that this is a Range Rover. At the bottom, aggressive diffuser. This is the P400, and look at those massive exhausts. Now the style of the exhaust is very much like the outgoing model, not too different there. We have that chrome finish around it, the diffuser, very, very aggressive. Then the top part over here, we have the spoiler, which is kind of similar to what you find in the outgoing model. This is the third generation Range Rover Sport, and we have the actual brake light at the top. But as you can see, the next thing we want to talk about is the side profile, and if you look carefully, the actual tail lights are seamless. I love that. Beautiful finish, not extended out. Everything was perfect. In terms of the wheels, this has the 22-inch wheels, but you can opt out for the 23, which of course can cost you more. One thing I noticed in comparison to the outgoing model is this line over here. And at the top, we got two fins. One is for the camera, one is for the actual antenna, but the camera is more for the actual rear view mirror. Then, another thing that I noticed, the door handles. You see, the door handles in comparison to the outgoing model, these are the new that they're using for the new models. So they're hidden in when you close it. You tap that, they hide right in. And don't worry about the snow because I've already done the test. You press that, and here you go. And of course, it has the hidden key inside in case if these don't work. And most importantly, self-closing, rear and front. The actual mirror, very similar. Brakes, the customer has opted out for the black Brembo brakes. These are big brake kits with this package, and it does have air ride. We'll talk about that when we go for a test drive. Now let's get to the front, because this is where things get very muscular, and I love the design of this. First of all, headlights, skinnier. LED headlights, beautiful design, and what I love about it, flash completely. Absolutely love that. The grille, very similar design to the outgoing model. So you have the headlight, but they're right beside each other. This is just larger than the headlights for the grille, but I love that. Very similar, and you have Range Rover letters at the top. The bottom part, again, more muscular. Then we have this part here for the grille. New design, grille over here, new design. Parking sensors, the plate is at the bottom.
Which sound system delivers high-fidelity music playback using up to 29 speakers, including a subwoofer and 1,430 watts of amplifier power to create a personal sound environment for each of the four main cabin occupants, using a network of advanced audio technologies. Microphones inside each wheel arch detect structural and airborne noise, and digital processors calculate the sound required to cancel these unwanted frequencies from the cabin, using the interior speakers and headrest speakers for the four main seating positions. Much like a set of noise-cancelling headphones, you hear what you want to hear.
Let's talk about space, and specifically the trunk area. First of all, there's a few ways to fold the seat in the second row. There's two buttons over here that you can do so by pressing this on the side. There's also a spare tire now underneath, so that way, in case if you get stuck somewhere, you got yourself a spare tire. And I believe these are the actual original wheel as well. Look at that. Nice. It's not like a normal spare tire. Space-wise, you get a bit more with this generation, but you lost the third row, so it's not an option anymore for the third row. It's only a second row Range Rover, which is not the best in comparison to the BMW X5, which does offer a third row. But let's be honest, the third row usually is not that useful because it's very, very small.
Adaptive front lighting uses navigation data to preemptively follow the road ahead for greater visibility, optimizing the driving experience in all conditions.
You jump into the second row and you're welcomed by this amazing interior that the Range Rover Sport offers, including the beautiful leather seats with two-tone colors specifically for the interior, like the exterior, which has the Firenze red exterior with a black roof. So it's a two-tone as well, in and out. Interior, this thing in the front is a totally different design. Absolutely love what they've done with this. Very user friendly. We got the beautiful screen behind the steering wheel, which is nice touch, nice finish, everything. The buttons on the left side, the buttons on the right side, touch, press, haptic style. We have a heads-up display, massive heads-up display. But what I love the most about Range Rover Sport in general is the sitting position for someone my height. In most cars, I'm either looking down or looking up. This one is sort of like face straight into where I need it to be. I have all the information here. Massive screen for the cluster. Then we have a massive 13.1 inch infotainment display. That looks like a laptop in the middle, but you still get buttons. And that's where a lot of companies fail to do, is that they put too many things into the infotainment. This still have button. You have your climate unit here for easy access. This is not extremely new because we've seen this in the I-Pace, like for example, to press down to change the temperature. And what I love are the little details. You press that, you hide the knob completely. You can change different driving modes. You have downhill assist, but everything in this thing just feels so welcoming, so nice. And the car is on as I'm talking, but yet I don't hear the engine as much.
Our low polluting material choices and meticulous attention to detail in all aspects of our vehicle's body sealing. The system enhances well-being and alertness by monitoring and controlling CO2 and cabin air quality. Its PM 2.5 filtration and Nano-X technology significantly reduces odors, bacteria, and allergens, including the SARS-CoV-2 virus.
The actual glove box, it is automatic. So what you do, press that, and it lowers, but that's split in two. So you have the bottom part and then you have the top part. Look how much space you get in this thing, which I absolutely love. And most importantly, they didn't get rid of the armrest here. You got an extra armrest and you can adjust that based to your needs. And it's for both passenger and driver. And I love this piano black style, but yet you still get that leather on the dashboard. So it's not going to be that hard to maintain this thing, except this area. The steering wheel, skinny yet comfortable with the pedal shifters in the back. Love that. Cluster digital. You just can't go wrong with this thing. Full of luxury, yet sporty at the same time a little bit.
Integrated speakers on the rear doors work through our new textile speaker system, while the front speakers feature moonlight chrome detailing. Ultra Fabrics material offers a non-leather, more sustainable contemporary tactile finish. A choice of grained Windsor and soft semi-aniline leathers are also available. Wireless device charging with phone signal booster keeps you fully charged and in touch. You can also connect with wireless Android Auto. Remote Park Assist allows you to maneuver into and out of tight spaces using your smartphone from outside your vehicle. Parking has never been so easy.
Let's talk about the specs and how it drives. Well, first of all, this uses a 3-liter inline 6. I know I keep saying V6 in some cases, but it's actually an inline 6. It makes 395 horsepower. That's one of the engine options. In terms of the driving dynamics, one thing that I love about this car when you jump in is super quiet. It's super quiet inside that you can barely hear anything. The way it rides on the road, the comfort level, the space. One thing that I love about these is how low you sit.
Has a total real-world range of up to 740 kilometers, 460 miles, and the ability to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.4 seconds, or 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.2 seconds, combining efficiency with thrilling performance. Most journeys can be taken using purely electric power. It has a WLTP electric range of up to 113 kilometers or 70 miles, an expected real-world electric range of up to 88 kilometers or 54 miles, and overall CO2 emissions from 18 grams per kilometer. Range Rover Sport can charge from 0 to 80% in under an hour away from home, using a 50 kilowatt DC charger. At home, you can charge 0 to 100% in around 5 hours, using a 7 kilowatt AC charger.